depth of memory, a verse rose to his lips. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. In that breathless moment, he whispered a prayer, not eloquent, just desperate and full of faith. Within seconds, his headlights blinked back on. He drove the rest of the way home in tearful awe, wrapped in the reality of divine care. When was the last time you believed, with trembling certainty, that God's hands were wrapped around your life, that no evil could cross the threshold of your home without His permission? If your answer is unsure, then this morning's prayer is especially for you. This is a holy space to renew your trust and strengthen your belief in the promises of Psalm 91. You're not alone, and you're not without defense. Together, let us walk line by line through the words of this psalm, not merely reciting it, but breathing it in. As you open your spirit today, let the words become a shelter over your household, a sword against fear, and a blanket of comfort around every ache in your chest. If this prayer reaches you deeply, I invite you to quietly affirm it in your heart, or with a whisper that only God hears. And if you haven't yet become part of this prayer family, consider pressing the subscribe button and the bell, not for numbers or fame, but so that you never miss the moments where heaven meets earth in whispered prayers like this. This community is growing not by accident, but by divine design, and you belong here. Would you also consider sharing this prayer with someone who needs it? Perhaps someone facing fear, uncertainty, or a silent spiritual battle. Think of it not as a share, but as planting light in someone else's storm. A single click could usher comfort into a hurting soul's day. Before we begin the deeper part of our prayer, I gently invite you to leave a comment below with your prayer request or the area of your life you're believing God to touch today. Protection, peace, healing, direction. This is not just a channel, it is an altar. And as your requests are written, we will join our faith with yours, trusting that the Lord sees, knows, and responds in love. Now still your heart, loosen your shoulders, let go of the mental list that's waiting for you after this video. This moment belongs to God. Breathe slowly, whisper His name, and prepare to enter the secret place of the Most High, where fear is dismantled and faith is born. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. Harfard minimlichuston. Gracious and sovereign Father, I rise before you this morning, lifting my heart in reverent awe and quiet surrender. You are the one my soul hides in, the one I run to when the world feels overwhelming. I come not just with words but with longing to rest again in the security of your presence. For your word in Psalm 91:2 declares, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Let this not be a passing phrase, but the rhythm of my breath as I journey through today. Let every word of this prayer be shaped by the Holy Spirit, not rehearsed, but poured out like oil from a vessel of trust. Let every listener feel the stirring of your presence where they sit, stand, or kneel. May our prayers not be distant echoes, but the sound of heaven's nearness breaking through ordinary space. May every heart feel wrapped in something sacred, something deeper than circumstance, something eternal and strong. Jesus, you are the one who takes residence in the shelter of the Most High. You taught us what it means to abide, not to visit occasionally, but to remain, to find our roots beneath your wings and to stay. Today, Lord, teach us once more to dwell, not to rush, not to worry, not to scatter with anxiety, but to live from a place of holy stillness beneath your covering. Life pulls at us. Responsibilities stack up like bricks. Emails, messages, the crying child, the unresolved tension, the creeping doubt. It's all too easy to let the noise grow louder than your whisper. But you promised in Psalm 91:5-6, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. What a bold promise, Lord! And yet how often we forget. Help us to believe that promise, not just admire it. Help us to walk in it, not just quote it. When fear tightens our chest, let that fear be met with the fierce calm of your word. Let faith rise as a shield, and trust stand like a soldier in front of our worries. Guard our thoughts, God, when our surroundings give us reason to tremble. You know there are mornings we wake up with heaviness pressing down like stone, concerns we can't fix, people we can't help, situations we can't understand. On those mornings, God, remind us to run to the fortress, not to social media, not to human advice, not to our own strength, but straight into the safety of your presence. Today, Lord, I choose to lay down every anxious thought. I refuse to carry burdens you never assigned me to lift. Psalm 91:9-10 says, "Because thou hast made the Lord thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." This is the declaration I stand on, not because I feel brave,